Hello beautiful humans, welcome back to my channel. I'm the Andromedan Tarot. I hope your day is going well so far. In today's reading, we're going to take a sneak peek into your year 2024. More precisely, what major blessing can you expect to happen for you in 2024? For today's pile choices, you have pile number 1 with big picture thinking or the blue tower crystal, pile 2 with the golden children or the, I was about to say selenite. So maybe selenite is significant for you in some way. I actually wanted to say angelite, but now I have to admit that my mind is kind of wondering if it's the right stone or not. So hopefully it is. Pile 3 with the blue flame or this blue crystal. If you know its name, please let me know. So as always, I'm gonna give you some time to choose your pile, to let your intuition guide you. Maybe pause the video if you need more time. Look at the cards, look at the crystal, and see where does your intuition takes you. Maybe you need to close your eyes, maybe you don't. Whatever suits you, I'll give you some time to do it, and I'll see you in your reading. Hello pile 1, welcome back. If you chose the big picture thinking or the blue tower crystal, then this is your reading. Your card actually says Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. I don't know if you notice in your choices of pile, but all 3 piles actually represented in some way a portal. All of them had an archway or an archway, sorry, or a door. So I found that really interesting. It really feels like you're going into something new in 2024. But before we go any further, I did do a meditation for your pile, so I'm going to tell you everything I saw, felt, or heard while doing so. The first thing being a flower, specifically an earring, a type of earring that's kind of like a loop, and in the loop there was a little flower. Maybe it's something that you wear, maybe it's something that you see. I did saw something similar a couple of times after on my feed or on the internet. So maybe you make them. It might be it, who knows. There was also, I heard the fawn. I'm thinking of what's his name? It's in a child movie. Bambi. I'm thinking of Bambi now. So maybe you're attached to Bambi in some way. I saw a lot of things regarding hunting animals, but also animals separately, and then just the mention of hunting. So maybe you know somebody was a hunter. Maybe it's a last name. Maybe you yourself is a hunter in some way, because I also saw a rabbit. Specifically its eyes seem to be significant. I heard coming out of the shadows, something will come out. There was really strongly something about coming out. So it's like, it felt like it's something or someone who will come out, like a surprise, something that you're not expecting in a way. I also saw elves, and kind of like in an anime version, kind of like a movie or a drawing, something like that, or even a game. So maybe it's something that you like, a Lord of the Rings specifically. Also at some point I felt kind of like if there was something on my chest. And for me, when I'm feeling like that in day-to-day life, it's really my anxiety. So I started to feel really anxious at some point. Maybe you're really anxious in the moment, and maybe you always have been, and it's just a sign that it's your pal, or it's a sign that there might be something that you need to do about it, or you might need to reach out to get some help to help ease that feeling, because it was quite intense. So it was quite strong, most than I'm usually feeling in my day-to-day life. On a totally different vibe, I really felt like at some point I was kind of seeing somebody, and then around this person they seem to have this blue light, kind of like if I was seeing your aura and this aura would be blue. This is why I chose a blue crystal. By the way, also saw northern lights. Maybe you're from the north, or it's something you always wanted to see. I wrote down head spinning, but what I mean by that is I didn't feel like my head was spinning, but I kind of saw like someone's head spinning. I don't know if it's clear. I hope so. There was something about a tool spinning, a tool being used, specifically about cooking. Like if you're mixing ingredient, you're gonna use a spatula and then you're gonna mix this thing, so it's gonna turn in the bowl, for example. Very specific, probably random, but I did saw that, so I'm saying it. There's also something about writing. Maybe you're a writer, maybe you want to be, maybe you used to be and you stopped, so that might be your cue to restart again. Definitely something about movement and trust. And lastly, I did saw a face, quite specific. It was a girl that seemed to be in her mid-20s approximately, with bangs, quite long bangs, like they were kind of covering her eyes a bit. A lot of mascara on her eyelashes, very dark eyes, and her skin was very, very pale. So it doesn't have to be you. Maybe it's somebody that you recognize, maybe you don't. But when I saw someone, I have to say it. I mean, when I see someone, I don't ignore it. I prefer to say. And in general, it could be just like the dark hair, the dark eyes that matter, or the bangs that could be from you or from somebody that you are watching this video for example. So you can take and leave part of the information I'm giving you as you wish. Okay, now that this part is done, we're actually gonna dive into your reading. Before we start with your tarot, I do have a few things to say about the cards that you have here right now. Like I mentioned a little bit in the beginning, it does feel like you're entering some kind of new cycle that really feel drawn to say. It does feel like even the element of surprise that I felt and saw in the meditation, I feel strongly pulled in that direction. It's like at some point in 2024, there is this sense of you're gonna enter a new chapter, a chapter that you didn't even know you had in your book, if I can use this expression for lack of a better one. But at the same time, there is this sense of it might be a chapter that you dreamed of. It might be something that you dreamed, but you kept telling yourself that no, it's not possible. It's a dream. It's something that I would like to do, something that I would like to have, but it's not realistic. It's not possible for me or for my life. And yet it feels like for some of you in 2024, you can have the chance to do this. It really feels like at some point you're gonna use your ideas. You're gonna use. It really feels like you're gonna use your ideas to create them, to make them come to life, to create this chapter, to actually write it down and live it for real. But on the overall, it does feel like there is something new that is coming. There is something unexpected, like I mentioned. And for a lot of you, I do feel that way when I'm looking at the portal on the card. It does feel like it was supposed to happen, or it's supposed to happen because you made it so far. You've made it to the end of the road, and now you're starting to take another one, or you will actually start to take another one. So it feels like it is meant to happen so that you can continue on a new journey. It's like this sense of elevation. It's like, oh yeah, well, maybe you didn't realize it as you were living in this chapter, and now I'm sorry if I use chapter, but I really feel to use this term, so I will continue to do so. So it does feel like you might have not realized the progress you've made in this chapter of your life, or even not realize that you were at the end, and yet in 2024 it does feel like it is ending, like this cycle is over, like congrats, you did it. Now it's time to start a new one. And because we have Pleiades and visionary and ideas, it does, to me, it does feel like it's something about a dream. It's something about your ideas, your imagination. It really feels like, for those of you who resonate with this part, it is a dream of yours, that you finally see that you actually can do something, that you actually can pursue it or try to pursue it. I'm just gonna move this up here, yeah, and we'll see. I already have 2 tarot, but don't worry, we're gonna shuffle some more. So the first 2 you have are the 5 of Cups and the 7 of Wands. And I already have something to say, because as soon as I look at this card, I had this vision in my mind of, to me, the man represented on the 7 of Wands really feels like somebody who's in fall, you know, when there's a lot of leaves on the ground. They have this tool that I don't remember the name, especially not in English, but they use it to take away the leaves and to have a clear ground. Anyway, I just hope you have the vision that I'm having. It does feel like, to me, it's the vision of somebody who's making space that I have for you right now. It does feel like, yes, generally speaking, the ones are referring to passion or to doing something, but it does feel like what you're doing is making space. I even feel like it's something that you have been doing. So it feels like it's more into the past tense of you have been making space without realizing it. Of course, it's possible that some of you did realize it. It's possible that some of you who are currently watching or listening, you're like, yes, I've been making space. I've been clearing my headspace. I've been clearing some old friendship or some relationship that I had with people that no longer serve me. So it's possible that for some of you, you know exactly how much work you've put and how much you've done. But there is the sense of some of you that there's little things that you did or that you're doing at the moment that you don't realize that are actually helping you making space for you to see clear, for you to actually see something else, to see the opportunities that will come your way. But let's see what else, Spirit. What major blessing is happening to Pile 1 in 2024, Spirit? Can you tell us more? Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay. I will take the first one, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Sorry. Yeah, definitely things are changing for you, Pile 1. There's definitely movement. I did mention writing, I think, at some point, especially with all the books example I'm giving. So again, there's books on the card. I really feel like some of you are writers, or some of you are writing, or readers reading, whatever case is it, you know. Maybe you're a journalist. It doesn't have to be writing a fantasy book or a sci-fi, whatever genre you're thinking, although it could. I strongly feel the energy of somebody creative here. It could be not even writing, but if I will take this card, the feeling I have about writing, as a confirmation that some of you are. But just know that things are moving, things are changing. Definitely something new coming your way in 2024. We have the 9 of Wands. Yeah, it might have been very heavy for you in the past months or even past years. But I feel like when I'm looking at your card right now, I do feel like you're kind of used to it. It's kind of the vibe. I feel like it's more towards the end of your path where you're like, oh well, I just have to live with what's happening. I don't really see another way out. So that's why it feels so unexpected. It feels like a big surprise, where like at some point you realize that all the little details, all the little things you do, like I mentioned, are actually making way and showing you a new way and showing you new opportunities that you never realized, that you never actually knew what you were doing, and yet you were doing it. You were making yourself these new opportunities. What else, Spirit? What major blessing is happening in 2024 for pile 1? Can you tell us more, please? Okay. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, I have this feeling that some of you have been really careful with what you're doing. Of course, it's Pentacles, so it could be with your financial aspect of your life, so with your money or anything like that. But I do feel it more genuinely. I really feel like some of you, I really have this sense of carefulness, of planting your seed at the right spot at the right moment, and then taking care of them and watching them grow. I don't know, maybe it's irrelevant, but that's what I'm getting. The 5 of Swords. Yeah, some of you definitely have people had to let go of some people or some things, or it's also probably something that will continue in 2024, especially in the beginning of the year. The Ace of Cups. Yeah, new beginning, pile 1. There's truly something new. There is an offer of some kind. The King of Cups. We do have a couple, King and Queen. Different suit, but still. Yeah, I don't know why, but for you at the present moment in your reading, I really feel like, again, with the King, I feel like he's guarding something. I feel like he's careful. That could be you with your emotion. That might be why some of you did not see the space you were making. Like some of you, maybe you're scared of your own potential. Maybe you're scared that it won't work out, so you don't want to get your hopes up, or you don't want to... I really feel like it's your hopes up. Like, it's as if some of you are scared to do something to achieve a dream, especially if it's in regard of something creative, because it might fail, it might not work out. And yet, unconsciously, you still made space for it, because a part of you wanted this so bad, that it wants you to realize that you should give it a chance. And it will happen in 2024. And we have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, maybe for some of you, it's somebody that is gonna come in and make you realize where you are and what you're doing and what you can do. I have something, I think it's from a movie, but it might be a series, but I think it's a movie, and I don't remember what movie exactly. But there's a character in this movie that says at some point something along the line of, you can listen to your head, to your brain, but you have to follow your heart. I think it's a Christmas movie, but it's something along the line. It feels like in 2024 there is a switch happening for you. So it's like at some point you're done playing it safe, you're done playing it, you're done not giving yourself a chance, you're done not believing in yourself, or not seeing the worth in what you're doing or what you want to do. And there's like a switch. It was on off and now it's on. It's like now you're giving yourself this opportunity. Like you want to create this change. And it might be because somebody says something, or you receive a letter, you see something. But I really feel like the Knight of Cups represent like something you're gonna see here that kind of gives you like this light bulb moment of like, oh my god, and now you see clearly. actually have another question, so I'm just gonna move them here. Well, sorry about that, but it's gonna stay the same. Okay. Where is it gonna lead pile 1? Like, if they follow this path, where is it gonna lead them? Ooh. We have the Page of Swords, and we also have, let me just move that, it's annoying me. Anyway, the Empress. Honestly, right now with the Empress, I feel the vibe, like, and I heard something along the lines of a brand new, and I heard girl, but you don't have to be a girl, you don't have to, you know, gender, sorry. Then they're not really significant here. It's just if you resonate with girl, then use it. If not, it's okay. But I did hear like a brand new girl, a brand new you, basically. And with the Page of Swords, I have this feeling of like being a newbie at something, making you feel like you're new at doing something, even though you might be doing something that you're used to, and yet where it's taking you is taking you in a place where you've never been before. It's taking you in a place where you feel like a newbie, where you feel like, oof, I'm not used to this, and it's kind of weird. But at the same time, it really feels like on the point of view along the line with your ideas. I don't know how to make what I'm having right now clearer, but it does feel like at the same time it gives you new ideas, basically. That's the best way I can describe it. At the same time, it puts you in a place where you're more comfortable with your ideas, you're more comfortable with your emotion, with your ideas, with your what's the word I just had, with your imagination, and you're more comfortable to follow it and to trust your intuition and to trust yourself with them and to actually do something with them. Honestly, for some of you with the Empress, I feel like there will be moments where other people will look for you, that they will look at you and as an example in a way. We have the Two of Cups. It might lead you towards new people. It could be, honestly, for some of you with the Two of Cups, it could be leading you to a partnership, whether it's romantic or not. But I do feel like it will change things on a larger scale, like a bigger scale, something you don't even imagine. It will bring you the right people, that's for sure. I think I saw a card turn, but then I lost it. Oh yeah, and it's the Nine of Swords. Can we clarify the Nine of Swords, Spirit, please? Okay. We have Temperance. Let me just move them. Yeah, I feel like there would be moments of ups and downs for you, like moments where you doubt yourself. I feel like there are moments when things start to go very well for you, you feel like you don't deserve it, or you return to a pattern of, but what if it doesn't work out, and you want to back away? But I don't think you will. And honestly, it feels like you shouldn't. It feels like the people you're gonna meet along that way are really gonna be people that make you see yourself for who you actually are, and make you realize that what you're doing is necessary not only for yourself but for the people around you, and that it's actually needed. And you might think that art is not needed, or that whatever you're doing is not needed, but it is. So these doubts and these fear, this anxiety will be soothed by others. It's also possible that for anxiety specifically, it's also possible that for some of you it leads you where you have to face that you have to face that part. And it leads me back to at the beginning when I said that maybe some of you need to ask for help. I think that for some that's actually the case. Like, you will be in a situation at some point where you'll have no choice but to ask for help, because if you want to continue, then anxiety yourself would be in the way. And if you do want to continue on this way, on this new journey, then you'll have to do something about it. You won't be able to ignore it anymore, and you'll realize that it's only for the best, that anxiety is kind of like retaining you in a place where you do not want to be anymore. So you can find ways to help and to soothe and to be able to keep moving. Not because it's bad to be anxious, because I am too, and I don't want to self-insert here. I just want you to understand that I get it, but it's not that it's bad to have anxiety, but it really, in the sense of, at some point you could be in your own way, and if you want to achieve the things that you're starting in 2024, then you'll have to find a way to not be in that way. It's like, it really feels like at some point you will have to make that choice of, okay, so now I have the choice to be able to do something and continue on this journey, or I stop and I go back to the old ways. That's what I'm getting from these two. So as I'm saying that, I realize that for some of you it might seem like, oh, that's not good news, but to be honest with you, it does feel like a blessing in disguise of, yeah, sure, it's not nice to feel anxious, I get that, and it's not nice that not everything is perfect, but life isn't perfect, and it does feel like a blessing of, now it's like the universe is offering you the chance to deal with something that you will always have to deal with for the rest of your life. So why not now? Now it's like the perfect time. That's what I'm hearing. And it does feel like it's the perfect time, because you have met people that are here for you. You are at that stage of your life, you're not in the same place mentally, physically, and other of your friends and your other relationship. It feels like everything is different, and for that to remain, then there is something that needs to be changed. I'm hearing it's like the time to pay, like a payback time, but not in a sense of revenge, really in a sense of, what if you want to keep this going, then you have to transform yourself to remain there. Otherwise, you're still the same that you used to be, and where you used to be, you were not here. Let's see, do you have any advice for Pile 1 Spirit? Oh, I'm sorry, that's my dog. Okay, so let's see, do you have any advice for Pile 1 Spirit? Woo! Okay, we have the 8 of Swords and also the 2 of Pentacles. It might be specific, but with these two combined, I feel like some of you might try to balance things out, might try to balance two part of yourself, two lifestyles completely different at the same time, and they don't want you to do that. You will have to make a choice. You will have to let go of one of them at some point. Yeah. Is there something else, Spirit? Woo! 7 of Pentacles. Honestly, I'm getting, take your time. With everything I said, it might seem like everything's gonna happen in 2024, but to be honest, I don't think so. It doesn't feel that way. You will start things in 2024, but it won't be over. It's not like you're starting this chapter and you're ending it in 2024. I don't feel that way. It really feels like it will take a longer time. You're starting something in 2024. You will go through a cycle or multiple ones, but it's not over. But you will be watching your progress. Definitely there will be progress, but there is this feeling of taking your time, because some of you have big decisions to take. Now just heard with the Seven of Pentacles, enjoy the process. Whatever is gonna happen for you, especially when it's time to face your inner demons. That's the term I'm hearing, so that's what I'll be using. But especially when you have to go down that road, do not despair. You know, like, this time is not meant to break you. It's not meant to discourage you. It's simply meant to make you see the progress you already made and what more you can do and how far you can go. And they want you to enjoy the people you meet and the new things that you start, and enjoy who you become in this process. So it's kind of this idea of when you can sit down and enjoy your life, enjoy yourself, enjoy who you're becoming. Take time to notice the little difference. And now I'm hearing, like, I'm mostly seeing something along the line of you're walking in a road where you've walked 1,000 times before, but then suddenly you're seeing that there's a sort of flower there and you've never seen it before. So it does feel like that they want you to take your time to notice the little differences which you used to not do or being able to do. Let's see if I can give you maybe a timeline or a month and anything like that with the dice. Woo! We have the number 7 on top, so maybe the 7th month is significant. If I'm not mistaken, it could be Libra, so maybe your Libra or Libra season would be significant for you in 2024. You know, you could see a lot of 7. It could be a pattern of 7, not necessarily a pattern, but I'm hearing like 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months. Maybe some of you've been through a cycle of 7 years. So any of these could be relevant to your situation. Since I never used the other one I have, we will do it now. And it is the number 16. So maybe any 16 or 7th of the month could be relevant, whether it's when you start something or end something else. 16 days, 16 weeks. I heard 16 months. Obviously, there's 12 months in the year, but it could be a year and a couple of months later. But if we add the 2, then we have another 7. So 777 could really be something significant that you are seeing or that you will see more often. But part 1, this is everything I have for you in regard of your reading. What major blessing is happening to you in 2024. I hope you resonate with this reading. Please let me know in the comment section below if that's the case. I wish you all the best. I wish you a wonderful end of the year 2024. Please take care of yourself. If you feel the need to relax, it might be because a lot of things are coming your way in 2024. So do not blame yourself. Take that time. Rest as much as you can. If you enjoyed, please leave me a thumbs up and subscribe if you feel like it. I post a new video every Saturday. I wish you all the best again, and I wish to see you next time. Bye bye. Hello, Pile 2, welcome back. If you chose the Golden Children or the Angelite Crystal, then this is your reading. If it's not Angelite, then I'm sorry. That's really what I have in mind when I look at it. I hope I'm not mistaking it for something else. But anyway, your reading is about your major blessing happening to you in 2024. I don't know if you noticed while you were choosing your pile, but the 3 choices you had today all had something in common, which was a portal or something that resembled a door. So it really gives me the feeling that you're truly embarking on a new journey in 2024, whether it's in your friendship, your relationship, your career, your inner work, your healing, whatever the case is. We're gonna look into it as we go into your reading. But the point is, it truly feels like it is a new journey, whether you choose pile 2, pile 1, or pile 3. Before I embark on this journey with you, I'm just gonna tell you everything I saw, felt, or heard while I was doing the meditation for your pal. So I found this really funny, and not in a funny haha way, more like a, oh, what a coincidence that you have the sun, and that also your card is about inner child and tenderness. It really made me feel about healing and that kind of stuff. Because while I was channeling and meditating in your pal, there was a lot of things about endings, and I even heard at some point the word catharsis. I hope I'm saying it right. I even sensed an ego death. So there was a lot of things about this. It really feels like there's truly a huge part of you that is over, that is kind of left behind, and you start anew again in next year. Sorry. I kind of saw a woman in flames. There was no features that are very, very clear, no clear features. I even heard screaming. There is something about Salem, the city Salem, in I hope it's a city and not something else. But I think so, Salem, Massachusetts. There is something about there. Maybe you're from this place. Maybe you are into witchcraft. Maybe you always wanted to visit. It might be your chance, or there's something you discovered there, or that you will. It seemed to be really significant. What happened in Salem with the witch trial seems to be very significant. Sorry. Cat, vampire, energy vampire specifically. Truly, like there was this sense of having a dark energy around you. So maybe it's something that you got rid of, that you're working on to get rid of, or that you will finally be able to do so next year. Another thing that was more into the, and I will use the term darker side, was scars. I saw a lot of scars. Even saw like someone where a scars was appearing, and it was a very, very deep scar. So it could be relating to the past, to something that happened, and how it is affecting you even to this day. On a more positive note, I did saw something about owls moving castle, specifically owls. The boy who becomes like a kind of like a bird with the dark feathers. That seemed to be significant. Maybe it's a movie you know, or a movie you should watch. To have watched it many times, since it's my favorite, I can say it's a very good movie. I also saw green eyes, and I heard flip it upside down. And now I'm hearing the series on Netflix, Stranger Things. So maybe you should watch it. Maybe you did. I also heard light coming through the window. There's something about India. They're very specific, okay? So hear me out. I really feel like it's for one person who is going there, or who has been there. Maybe it's a very small group, but it feels very specific. And you'll see why. Because basically what I saw is a doorway in India of a temple. It felt like I was somebody who was there, and I was exploring a temple, and then I was just looking at the doorway, and when I looked up, I saw something on the right corner of that doorway, like on the inscription that were on the walls, and it seemed to call to me. It could be in Shakti, or no, that's actually a word. So maybe if you know, it means strength or power, something like that. Maybe that's significant, but it's probably in Sanskrit that it was written, or an old language, and I cannot read that. I don't even remember really the symbols. It was very clear when I did it, now not so much, but it seemed to be very significant. It seems like this place is important, like it's like a place that call to you in a way. It's a very old place. It's a very old temple. From afar, the walls can appear as if they were wood, but they're actually stones. So I don't know exactly what temple it is. I've been through many when I went in India, but I cannot tell you their names, at least not all of them. So for that part, I cannot help you. But if you resonate with this part, maybe you should look into India and mythology and their history or anything like that. Okay, so now that we can move aside the meditation part and everything I had while doing so, before we pull some tarot cards, I'm just going to tell you more about this card, what I'm feeling or what it means from the book. So basically, like I mentioned, it does feel like there is this huge new journey coming up for you, and I feel like it's something that you've been working on for a long time, probably months, but even so for years for some of you, if I'm being completely honest with what I'm feeling. There is this sensation of when I was meditating at some point, like I said, I heard something about flipping it upside down. Well, it does feel like about a mindset or about a lifestyle that will kind of like just change in a way. For some of you, it makes me feel like an awakening. I feel like some of you are going through or possibly will go through a new awakening. I feel like with the gifts here, I feel like some of you will awaken another type of gift. Maybe it's clairvoyance, maybe it's clairaudience, whatever it might be for you. It does feel like it's something new that you haven't really worked with before, that you didn't really know that you possessed. And with the child energy coming from this card, I do feel the need to remind you to take your time and to be gentle, especially if you start something new, whether it's in the gift or in any other area of your life. It does really feel like you need to take it one step at a time and be gentle with yourself. You know, reimagine yourself as a child, or if you're working with someone, imagine the people around you and yourself as little children, and just be kind and tender with these people and with yourself. Before we look into tarot, I did forget that you also had a second oracle card, which is Cracked Open, Rock Bottom, Surrender to the Alchemy of Life. Truly, you are going through an awakening right now or in 2024 for sure, if it's not already started, sorry. But it does feel like there will be this click, this kind of like an illumination at some point of you feel very, very stuck, you feel very drowned, you feel very drained, I should say instead. And then at some point it will just be completely the opposite, and everything will change because your mindset and your view and your beliefs will change. These two together really makes me feel like a lot of you probably made a lot of inner child healing or just healing in general. The rock bottom really makes me feel like going deeper, diving deep into yourself, diving deep into your life. Even for some of you, specific things that happens, specific topics or specific areas that were trouble for you, that were not really making you happy. So I feel like you worked really, really hard, and there might have been moments where you felt like, but there's no point, like, what do I do now? There's nothing to do. You might have been lost, but it does feel like in 2024 you get to a point where you finally understand why it was important that you did everything that you did, and how you can move forward, and how now things can actually step up and level up. So I'm just gonna move your cards up here. And for your first tarot, and don't worry, we're gonna shuffle some more, we have the Nine of Coins, or the Nine of Pentacles. I want to say be gentle again. Like, look how sweet he is, and look at the bird. Like, I don't know, I really feel like saying be sweet, be gentle. I also feel the need to say, like, be one with I was about to say the universe, but what I actually wanted to say was be one with animals. But maybe you need to look into more of a spiritual side. Maybe you were disconnected to your gifts like we mentioned earlier, so that could be a confirmation again for some of you. Yeah, underneath the cracked open with the Five of Cups, I really feel like for a lot of you, before you get that level up moment, it does really feel like you will touch the bottom, you will reach the bottom, you will hit rock bottom for a lot of you. I must be honest. But it's kind of like a step necessary for you to see the journey you had and how much you grow and how much you have that you're not realizing. And now I'm hearing the sun will shine again. And you know, we do not have the moon card yet, and maybe it will come up, but yeah, I go back to, it feels like at some point some of you are feeling lost or did feel lost, but it was all part of a bigger plan so that you'll be where you're going to be in 2024. But let's see, Spirit, what major blessing is coming in the way of Pile 2 in 2024? Maybe I should say, what major blessing is happening for Pile 2 in 2024, please? Okay, we have the Ace of Cups. Definitely an invitation, definitely something new. We also have the Two of Cups. Ooh, I love this. A lot of you, again, there is this sensation with all of these cups that a lot of you worked with your emotion, possibly with your inner child. It definitely is rewarded in 2024. For some of you, it might be a new partner, it might be a new friendship, or new people coming into helping you see the work that you've done and how far you actually are and what you deserve to actually be to actually help you be where you need to be now in 2024. We also have the Ace of Coins. Yeah, new energy coming in for you so much with these two aces. And the Moon, Pile 2. Am I not surprised? No, I'm not. And I just shuffled it. So, yeah, you might feel very, very lost, but you will have this moment of like an eye-opening moment. And you'll see that instead of feeling lost and unsure, the light of the moon will kind of like show you the way instead. So you'll figure it out. Oh, and as I was saying, or trying to say figure it out, the phone is ringing. The phone line at my house never rang, okay? So believe that something new is coming, like a message or somebody, but there's something coming for you in 2024. The little bridge on the moon makes me feel like some of you might travel, might be very specific, but I'm getting that. It does feel like it could simply be the original feeling of your life is about to change simply, Pile 2. Like you're starting here and you're going elsewhere. So it could be physically you're changing places and you meet new people and you have new opportunities, but it could simply be generally that things are changing and you're taking yourself from step A to step B. Let's see what else, Spirit. What major blessing is happening to Pile 2 in 2024? We have the Six of Swords. Yeah, definitely some of you are moving. Some of you probably change city, change house, maybe change school, change work. But there is this sense of something for a lot of you that will help you is to change your environment. For a lot of you, it does feel like the cracked open moment, the oh my god, but now I see clearly moment will be happening because of a change of environment. It could be a non-permanent change like traveling. For those of you who do that, maybe it's India, maybe some of you are going in India, maybe some of you should if you can. But it doesn't have to be. But since I saw this strongly in the meditation, I like to bring it up again. But let's see, where is this taking you? Where's this changing situation, transforming situation is taking you? We do have the Ten of Wands. I feel like it's taking you away from a burden or multiple ones. Why is it taking pile 2? Where does this major blessing is taking pile 2? Ooh, boy. The King of Cups. Yeah, again, something about your emotions. I do feel like you're gonna be more in tune with yourself, and you might believe yourself to be right now. You might feel that way, and there's no problem. But there might be more to it than you realize at the moment, if that is your case, or even if it's not. But it does feel like you're gonna reach. It does bring me back to this feeling of being comfortable, of being tender and gentle with yourself, because now you understand certain aspect of yourself that you might have judged before, or that you might have felt like they were a burden before. It could also help your relationship with people, you know, as you understand more of yourself and transform into this new routine, this new lifestyle in 2024. Your relationship with people change, whether it's a partner, friends, or co-workers, whoever you meet, whoever is around you. They might all change because of your perspective that changed with you. So I think it's a really good thing. I really feel like it's going to be affected, to be honest. What else? Ooh, okay. We have the Knight of Cups. Definitely someone coming in. And to be honest, I think it's really linked with what I just said. I feel like as you grow emotionally, because a lot of you, I feel like you're gaining emotional maturity for a lot of you. I do feel like you're going into a phase of attracting a partner or new friendship. Or for a lot of you, I do feel like it's a partner, to be honest. But yeah, I do feel like you pass from wishing and thinking that you want something but you're not sure, or that thinking that you don't actually want it or don't deserve it, and then you do. It's like this unsureness and not really seeing yourself for who you actually are, and seeing the worth into yourself makes you not really into a mindset or a place of being able to attract the right people, the right partner. And then you move to a place where where you're comfortable with your own self, with your own energy. You actually do not need somebody else, but because you no longer need somebody else to fulfill what you need to fulfill, it is now okay for the universe to send you somebody. So for those of you who are wishing to have someone, I truly feel like it is happening for you in 2024. Again, it might not be for everyone. So maybe some of you already are in a partnership, in a relationship. Maybe some of you it's something completely different. It could be someone helping you out in a situation at work or with a personal project. You know, the possibilities here are endless, since it's a general reading. But know that if you need to hear this, you will receive help. You will receive a helping hand. But also, oh my god, sorry, pile 2. I was about to say, but other than that, actually, you also have 2 other cards. You have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, the King and the Queen. There's definitely something about emotionally maturing here for a lot of you. And the High Priestess. Your intuition too, pile 2. You know, the gift that we were talking about in the beginning? Yeah, I really feel like some of you, you're getting stronger. Your intuition is getting sharper. You probably are developing new gift right now, or you will at the beginning of 2024 and towards all the months of the next year. And I really feel like if you are to meet somebody new, I think it's more toward the end of the year, because I do have this feeling of it's gonna be a journey. It's gonna take some time to do the work, to learn how to be comfortable. Because even with the High Priestess at the moment, I do feel, when I look at the girl depicted on the card right now, it does bring me this feeling of she's comfortable with herself. She's comfortable with her own energy. She's trusting in herself. She's not expecting anyone. She's not expecting anything. At least that's what it feels like right now. And I feel like it's something that you should hear, and that's probably something that you're gonna achieve at some point in 2024. I think that's where you're gonna be at some point in 2024. I'm also in the feeling of you can fill your own cup no matter what you're doing or what's happening next year for you. There is this feeling of, but you can do it yourself. And if there's somebody else, then it's just a plus. It's just like a gift. Because I will say that the main focus next year for you, Pile 2, is you. It's not a relationship. It's not somebody else. If you meet somebody new, if you meet someone, like I mentioned, it's just a gift. Because the main focus of next year for you is to transform, is to become a butterfly, really. Is to evolve. It's really to stepping into this next phase of your life. I will move this card because now I want to know if Spirit has some, I was about to say comments, as if like they want to comment on your life for 2024. But really what I meant is if Spirit has any advice or anything else to say to you, Pile 2, in regard of everything we just talked about. Spirit, do you have any advice for Pile 2 in their situation for 2024? For their blessing coming their way? Ooh, I love it. We have the Empress. That's you, Pile 2. That's really what they want you to step into. Oh, I love it. The Hangman. Honestly, I love this card. I don't know, right now when I'm feeling with the Hangman, I feel like you're becoming independent, but more in the sense of you're realizing that you can have resolved the problems in your life, but I feel like it's more in the sense of the sun is shining again. Your eyes are opening, and now you realize you're not actually stuck in something or in your life in general. Passing more time in nature. That's what I'm having from these two. Yeah, take a moment. Take time to just breathe it out, and you don't have to go fast. Sleeping might be important. I know she's actually upside down, but right now it feels like she is lying on the ground. Going under the sun in summer might be something you should do. But laying down, calming down, also seems to be something they want you to do. Ooh. The 8 of Coins. Yeah, again, I'm hearing you don't need to rush because you're gonna hurt yourself otherwise. It's like it's okay to work hard. It's okay to want that new life for yourself, to want that new version, to want to evolve and to achieve the things that you want to achieve or the dreams you want to realize. And it's okay, but you really need to take care of yourself, Pile 2. You really need to prioritize your health, your mental health, your spiritual well-being. Yeah, there's something also about what I just said, that you need to do all those things, but prioritizing yourself before others, even there might be people that you kind of like in the sense of you let them walk all over you. That's what I'm hearing. They want this to end next year. They want you to learn how to create boundaries with these people in 2024. They want you to realize that there's I heard a whole new world outside. because it does feel like she's kind of like in a cocoon, and just behind there's an entire ocean. I feel like it's, for some of you, it's you. You're in your little world, you don't realize, and it makes a lot of sense with everything we just went through for your pal, especially with the rock bottom and the crack open. It's like a lot of you might be in a situation where you're not seeing the way out. You're not seeing that there's more, that there's better, but there is. And it's something that they don't want you to forget. Also, that they're there for you. I'm looking at the birds, and I really feel like it's them, especially this one who's looking down. I really feel like it's them looking over you. You're not alone, basically. Let's see, we're gonna use the dice today. Maybe we could have like an idea of a timeline, whether it's months, weeks, any numbers that might be significant. So the first one is the number 4. 444 could be significant. You know, you're very protected by your guides. It makes sense that the number 4 come out. Whoop. April, the 4th month of the year, could be significant. Maybe you're starting to have this illumination phase in April. Maybe somebody significant comes in April. Maybe you do something significant in this month. It could be 4 weeks too. So a month from now, I'm uploading this video towards the end of November. But this is it's a reading that you can watch at any time. So 4 weeks from whatever date you're watching, it's okay. Number 4 is associated with the 4th house in astrology, is linked with Cancer, and Cancer is linked with the moon. So you could be a Cancer, you could have a significant moon placement or Cancer placement in your chart. And when I say moon placement, I mean maybe the moon is actually the ruler of your chart. But otherwise, since Cancer generally rules over you know, home and family, this might be the biggest thing you're actually going to work on in 2024, where your blessing actually comes to light. It might be in the house of home and family for Cancer. But let's see the other one. So we have the number 17, or number 8 could also be significant. The number 8 specifically is associated with Scorpio. So changement, change, sorry, transformation, if I can say something else. Abilities, death, transformation, all of this. I think it resumed pretty well the vibe of what's going to happen to you in 2024. No matter which area it happens for you, it does feel like there's going to be big change, a big transformation for you next year. Something could happen in 17 weeks or 8 weeks, 8 months, maybe 17 months, so a little bit over a year. But Batu, this is everything I have for you in regard of your reading. I really hope you enjoyed this reading, that you resonated with it. Please let me know in the comment section below if you feel comfortable to. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. This will help my channel grow. Also, feel free to subscribe to never miss any reading I'm uploading. I post a new one every Saturday. I wish you all the best, Batu. Please take care of yourself and be gentle with yourself. Also, with others around you, especially those kind souls that are helping you out on your journey. I hope to see you next time. Bye bye. Hello, Pal 3. Welcome back. If you chose the blue flame card or this blue crystal, then this is your reading. If you remember the name of this crystal, please let me know, because I always forget about this one. Like I mentioned in today's reading, we're going to look into what kind of blessing can you expect for 2024. What blessing will come into your life, in your way next year. Something that I found interesting, I don't know if you noticed while you were picking your pile, but the 3 choices you had for today all have something in common, and it's not something that I made possible, because I did shuffle for each pile, so it is a coincidence. It is it was not purposefully purposefully done. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit tired today. But yeah, so and the one thing you had in common is that all three piles add kind of like an imagery of a portal or a door. So really feels like something new is coming in 2024 for you, pile 3. Like a new journey, a new beginning, starting something fresh, something that maybe you have done before, or something completely new. It could also be about yourself, but we will see more what everything is about as we go deeper into your reading. Before we dive in with your oracle and your tarot, I'm just going to tell you everything I saw, felt, or heard while I was doing the meditation for your pal. First thing is honesty, and I did hear the word honesty. So that seemed to be something significant because it came back quite often as I was meditating for your pal. Also the feeling of urgency, the feeling of having to be quick, of having to be fast. I saw a statue of Buddha, the one depicted as, full of riches, so with a bigger body. There's also something very significant with Egypt. Maybe you always felt drawn to Egyptian mythology or Egypt in general. I saw a crown made of gold. I also saw a Greek statue in stone, so maybe Greece or Greek mythology could be significant. Something in I hope I will say that. I will say this right. Sorry, Pirates of the Caribbean. The fountain. When I watched the movie, it was in French, and we call that La Fontaine de Jouvence, and I think it's the fountain of I have the word youth, but you drink this and basically you'll stay young or you'll never die, something like that. So I heard this, not necessarily about Pirates of the Caribbean, but I did heard the word La Fontaine de Jouvence in French, and it made me think of Pirates of the Caribbean. So the movie could be significant. This could be something you like, or that you know, obviously if you resonate with this part, you'll know why. At some point, and bear with me because it's a little weird, it's very, very specific, this one, I actually smelled something. Most of the time, I don't really smell anything because I have incense or candles going on. And even though I did, a smell that actually went through was spaghetti. Was the spaghetti sauce, like home cooking. I heard Italy, so maybe you're Italian or your mother or grandmother is, and you use, or you grew up in a household where your mom or your grandma was cooking spaghetti sauce, and you remember the smell, or this is a comforting smell for you. Very specific, doesn't have to be linked to Italy, but for me it was. But doesn't have to be, like I mentioned. Just the general idea of a scent that smells like home could be actually something important for a lot of you. I saw the figure of someone being brown eyes, brown hair, or black hair and brown eyes. Dogs seem to be significant. I also saw an old historical figure, but I couldn't really see the feature of its face, so I couldn't really name who this person was. This person that I know doesn't exist. It does feel like it was someone from the past, and it did feel like, first of all, like I mentioned, someone from the past, but also someone from the past that is in our history books. So quite specific. Maybe you are a historian or going through history class or something like that. I saw a gray sky. Also saw a spider. I saw a man with a mustache. The color blue seemed to be significant. I also saw a lighthouse, a boat, and it really, really felt like someone was living on a boat and or on in a lighthouse. So maybe some of you have people in your family who are living on a boat, where it's for their work, or it's just a choice that they made. Maybe you want to do this, or you're actually living on it. And also the last thing is Firefly. So all of this could be helping you figure out if this is your pal or not, or just having some important clues or messages that you actually needed. But if not, then you can just let it go. Okay, so now for your reading with your card, the Blue Flame, Spontaneous Awakening, Activation, Integration Time. The first thing I have to say with Spontaneous Awakening and the fast energy I kind of felt when I was meditating for your card, I do feel a lot of you, 2024 could be a year that passed really, really fast, and maybe you're the type of person who feels like all the years are like this for you. So each month passed more fast than the previous one, but there is this feeling that a lot of things will move in 2024 for you, and they will move quite fast. I don't think it's in a bad way. I think a lot of you will learn new things, and you're gonna learn pretty quickly. But it could also be you're jumping from one thing to another pretty quickly. So maybe you'll have a lot of change into your life. So not only one, but multiple ones in a quite short period of time. That's why it could appear very, very fast for some of you. Obviously, with activation and integration time on your card, a lot of you, I feel like, will go through a spiritual awakening. This could be your first one. This could be another one. But again, it does feel like the process might come as a surprise, but once it starts, it will actually be very, very fast, and you're gonna integrate new information and these new ideas, this new way of seeing things, and just everything that entitles the awakening that you're going through will happen pretty fast for you, pal 3. With the blue color I saw in the meditation, but also with the blue on your card, and that's also why I chose a blue stone, since I saw it before shuffling. But I do feel like it reminds me to taking care of yourself, taking time, being patient. I think it's something that you will need to do. I feel like things might be going so fast for you at some point that there might be a feeling of loneliness, or like everything is falling apart and you're kind of losing touch with what you know. And for some, I feel like it could be difficult to let go of an old part of yourself or an old part of your life. And for that reason, I must advise, for those of you who resonate with this, or that will when it happens, to take your time and to just go with the flow. I don't even know if it's a word, but how fast things will go for you might be an indication that it's time for you to slow down. So when some of you feel like, okay, I literally cannot keep up anymore with my own life, with everything that's happening, I really feel like I'm losing it, like it's not good, I don't like this feeling, it might be your sign to just stop and to take a pause into whatever area you can. If at everything at the same time, then go on a vacation maybe for some, but just to slow down. I feel like it's something that some of you will need to do. Because when I'm looking at the card, I really feel like you're gonna discover things, and I really feel like from just the vibe that I'm having right now, it feels like you're going to discover new things about yourself. And I feel like those are pretty important things that you haven't discovered yet. So it's important for you to relax and to allow yourself the time, if you need to take it, to be able to process and integrate new information about yourself, or about the world, or about your beliefs and your point of views, etc. You also have a second card like this, and it's Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor, see the light by staying grounded. Yeah, it's funny because I didn't really want to mention, I was like, it's not necessary, but honestly, when I'm looking at your card, the temple again, so maybe a temple in Egypt, since I saw Egypt in the meditation part, or even Greece because of the Greek mythology part. But this reminds me of, you know, it started, it stayed over time. they're very much grounded into the ground. They have a strong foundation. I feel like it's something that you are needing to build, or that you are building without realizing it, and that's why next year your awakening starts, or it's already started, but it's just taking another step in 2024. But there is something about being grounded here that is necessary for you, pile 3. Very specific, but with all the ancient civilization, I've kind of channeled for your pile. Maybe some of you need to do a past life regression, or it's something that you did recently, or that you will in 2024. I feel like some of you could benefit from that. I feel like some of you could figure out something, a key personality traits or key things about who you used to be that you've taken with you now, or that it could help you figure out why you are the way that you are now. But obviously it's not in a matter of because you're not a good person, or you're not enough of this, or not enough of that, or too much of this. No. It's just that you could, there could be clues about who you are from one of your past life, or multiple ones. So doing a past life regression could help you figure out those clues and help you in your process, especially in your awakening. But I'm just gonna move your crystal as well as your cards to see your tarot. By the way, I'm sorry for my voice. It keeps like coming and going. So if you hear something weird, or if I need to cough or something, I'm very sorry about that. So for your tarot, we have, by the way, it could be your throat chakra, because I was okay until I started filming your pal. And we have a lot of blues. So maybe some of you, you're activating your throat chakra in 2024. You're starting to. That could be significant. Anyway, so for your tarot, we have the 7 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, and the Emperor. With the 7 of Swords and what I just had from your throat chakra, sorry. I don't know. I feel like there is something about, even with the Emperor, of being able to affirm yourself, to stop people pleasing, to being able to get out of your head what you don't want, to get out of your head what others want you to believe, what others want you to say, what others want you to be. It's like out with the old and in with the new, and the new being your authentic self. Honestly, what I'm truly feeling right now for you, pile 3, it is this huge awakening. It is this, it's kind of like a huge new branding, but about yourself. It feels like you're doing a 180 or 360 with who you are, with who you appear to be as well. I'm sorry, I just move a little bit the camera, and hopefully you see well. But yeah, I feel you're really out with the old. Like the 10 of Wands makes me feel like you're tired of carrying a burden. And you know, I heard people pleasing at the beginning, so for a lot of you, this could be it. This could be trying to stop this people pleasing phase that you used to be in, and really trying to affirm who you are and standing your ground and creating boundaries. I feel like that's definitely a work that a lot of you will do in 2024, and that is definitely a blessing. Some of you might feel like, no, it's just hard work, but it's actually hard work that is necessary for you to be able to step in a new phase. Also, a lot of red. We have red here, also in the suits. I know it looks like pink, but it also kind of looks like red. So yeah, I heard passion too, but red is bravery, it's courage, it's strength. I feel like you're gonna really show who you are in 2024. You're gonna learn how to accept who you are, and how to represent yourself and be proud of who you are, and not wanting to people please and not wanting to hide away. I really feel like that's something that you're gonna work on in next in the next year, but also something that you will learn how to master. We also have, I saw Egypt, I just saw that, but ink life, you know, the ink that could represent life, that's actually what I mean. So yeah, Egypt is coming back again for you, pile 3. Let's see what major blessing is happening for pile 3 in 2024, Spirit. Please, can you tell me more? What major blessing is happening to pile 3 next year? Ooh, oh mon dieu. Okay. You know when I said red is also represented by bravery and strength and all that, all those things, the strength card. Are we surprised? We're not surprised. At least I'm not surprised for you, pile 3. Yeah, I really feel like you're gonna show strength. You're gonna, honestly, some of you are gonna learn how to be, and this word for me sometimes is difficult to pronounce, but it's being vulnerable. A lot of the times in the strength card, the woman is represented by having her arm in the lion's mouth. This time she's not, but I'm still thinking about this depiction of the strength card, because I really feel like some of you are putting yourself bare in front of the world, in front of your friends and family, co-workers, but really, like I mentioned, the world. It really feels like you're going through a lot in the next year, a huge transformation, and it's gonna feel like you're kind of like as if you were naked and everybody can see you, and you're not used to that. You're used to wanting to hide, but Spirit is saying no, now it's time to shine. Now it's time to learn how to accept who you are, kind of like the star card. Honestly, I would not be surprised if you were to saw the star card, because you're gonna shine, pile 3, definitely. We have the Knight of Pentacles. For a lot of you, I feel like it's you, like you're giving yourself an opportunity. It could be a friend or somebody coming in your life, helping you out, or delivering a message for you. The Hermit. Ooh, I love this. Yeah, for a lot of you with this huge awakening and this sensation that some of you might be completely alone or feel like your life is falling apart from time to time, I feel like you will need to recharge by being alone. You might be a social butterfly, or you might pretend that you are, but you really need to press on the brakes, especially if you put other people's first. It's really time to put yourself first, and it's okay of needing this time alone, of working on yourself, of working on your own project and your own hobbies and stuff like that. It's okay. It's actually something that you should do more in 2024. We have the 8 of Cups. Yeah, there is definitely things that you're leaving behind. Definitely. I'm just gonna move them. You're like an explorer. Like she has a backpack and a little stick to walk. I feel like it's you. You're going on a journey. That's your blessing. Yeah. And honestly, the moon, we do not have the moon card, but sometimes the moon card could represent like being lost, but also intuition and stuff like that. But in this one, I feel like there might be moments where you're lost, you don't know where you're going, but you just keep going because you trust the process, you trust yourself, you trust that you want something better, that now that where you are now might not be what you want or where you want to be, so why not keep moving? And I feel like there's times where the moon will actually show you the path, so instead of being completely lost, you're gonna have moments of clarity. So trust your intuition, trust your feelings, trust yourself. I think that's something that you will need to do next year. So can we know Where is this going for pile 3? Where is this blessing taking them? We have the 5 of Swords. For some of you, I feel like it's an internal struggle. I feel like the way that you live or the way that you portray yourself, I'm sorry if I repeat myself, but I have to admit that it does come back, and it does strongly feel like for a lot of you, or at least maybe I'm checking in on one energy specifically, but it does feel like some of you, there is this people pleasing thing. There is this want to be perfect, or this want to be what others want, or what one person specifically wants, and not being yourself. This is a huge thing that I'm feeling, and I cannot let it go. And it does feel like with the 5 of Swords that the internal struggle comes from that, comes from trying to be something that you're not, or someone that you're not. You might have been this person before, but you're not. And all the journey that you're going through in 2024, for a lot of you starting now or even before today as you're watching this video, is taking you to a place where you're leaving behind the struggle. You're leaving behind the fake personalities, the fake... I really feel like you're not being yourself. And I really feel like it's something that you're leaving behind. But what else, Spirit, can you tell us for pile 3? Where is this blessing taking them? Where is this journey taking them? We have the 7 of Pentacles. I feel peace from this card. I feel you being proud of yourself, as if the plant represented your work, represented yourself. And it's like you were looking at yourself and all the healing, all the work, and all the progress you've made, and you were proud and you were happy and content. I feel like this is where it's taking you. You also have the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. Oh, with little dogs. And I saw dogs in the meditation. So maybe you have dogs, or you will. That's nice. The Ace of Swords. New ideas. You know, as you morph into who you actually are and accept it, and you learn how to be happy, I feel like you're gonna have new ideas and new people coming in, new opportunities basically, but definitely more in peace and happy with your own mind. Because a lot of you, it might be a struggle, and maybe it's anxiety, maybe it's depression, maybe it's something else. But if that is your case, I feel like the work that you will do, or that you're already starting to do, will really help. And the Ace of Swords makes me feel like you're kind of taking over. And I heard taking over your life, kind of like you're the one holding, I think it's called reins, but I'm not sure. I'm sorry if that's not the actual term, but you're the one controlling the car or the horse. I don't really like the word controlling, but that's what I have for now, so I'm sorry. But you know, you're the one in charge now of your own life, of your own mind, of what you want to do and what you want to be. I really feel like that's where you're going. Oh, okay. And we have the Le Valet de Pentacle, which in English is, because sometimes I forget its name. It's not the Knight, it's the Page. Yeah, it's the Page of Pentacles. You know, the adventurer, I feel like now it's a student adventurer, like kind of like a newbie. It's a journey that you're taking, and it's new and it's different, and it might be nerve-wracking, and you might make mistake or think that you're doing mistakes, but be kind with yourself. You know, accept the fact that you are a student. You are a forever student. All your life you will be a student, and you will learn things about yourself and the world, and it's totally okay. Oh yeah, I have this younger energy from the pages normally, like I have now. So maybe you are younger, or it's just like I mentioned, that you'll feel like a newbie into this huge transformation that you're going through. Yeah, also with this one specifically, I don't know if you can see, I'm just gonna show it to you. we can see like the city here, but she's not in the city. I feel like the city represents your comfort zone, something that you know, and the path just here, aside from her, I feel like it's like not a common one. When I'm looking at the card for you, pile 3, feels like you are taking a path that nobody else is taking around you, but you're content with it. You're learning new things and you're happy with the choices you make, and you should be happy. Is there something else, Spirit? Okay. We have the Two of Swords, but it's actually it had to be felt in reverse. Normally I don't, but I kind of feel like taking this one in reverse. You know, you're done ignoring your emotion. At least you're learning how. You're done ignoring yourself. Again, there is this huge feeling of not being truly yourself, and it just come back around. It's really like the Two of Swords is saying, like, no, it's done. I don't want to pretend anymore. I don't want to ignore anymore. I don't want to be ignored. Also, strongly. Yeah, so you might leave some people behind as you go into this journey. People who don't respect your boundaries, people who don't respect you as a person, people who don't accept that you're changing, maybe because it's easier for them to control you if you were to remain the same. And I'm very sorry if that's the case, pile 3, but know that you're going to wonderful places. You're going to somewhere much better, so keep going. Now I want to know, Spirit, do you have any advice for pile 3 in this huge awakening that they're going through in 2024? Do you have any advice? Oh, okay. We have the Queen of Pentacles. I like the little rabbit here. Maybe you have a rabbit? I heard know your worth when I'm looking at her, because I kept shuffled, but I was also looking at her, and that's what I heard. Also being proud, being steady, one step at a time. You know, there is this fast energy, especially at the beginning, but like I mentioned, there was something about for some of you, it's a reminder to take your time. It's coming back again. And even from the rabbit, normally the rabbits are very fast, but this one doesn't look like he's about to run. It just sits there. So again, I really have this reminder of stay put, stay calm. Also enjoy where you are. I feel like in 2024, even though you're going to do a lot of work, there will be a moment when you realize that amount of work that you've done, and you realize how much better you feel and how far you've come, sorry. And you're going to find yourself to be in a totally different place. And this could not only mean a physical place. For some of you, it could be a mental state, a mental place, or on a spiritual level. Whatever your case is, it could also be all of the above. But it does feel like at some point you're gonna have this realization, and they want you to kind of like savor it, you know, enjoy it. It's kind of like a reward to know how far you've come. You also have the Queen of Cups, another queen. You're the queen, you're the king, pile 3. Yeah, again, know your worth. You're not, like I said, you are a queen, you're a king, you know. Don't think that you don't deserve this. Don't let other people make you feel like you don't deserve something better, because you do. With the Queen of Cups, it could also be something about mastering your emotions. I feel like it's something that you're learning to do, or it's something that they want you to do. But it really feels like they're pushing me in the direction of being comfortable, being vulnerable again. And I heard the word again, because for some of you, I feel like, and now I'm seeing like a little girl, like as a child. So maybe when you were younger, you were very open with your emotion. You wear your emotion on your sleeve, your heart on your sleeves, whatever terms you want to use. But something happened and it changed. I feel like you're going back to that state, and it's okay. They don't want you to be afraid. They want you to know that it's okay, that it's meant to be, and you're not gonna be less of a person because of your emotion, because you express your emotion. It's okay for you to express them. Even in some cases, it's necessary for you to relearn how to do that, because they're part of you. So they don't want you to hide that part of yourself, or to feel bad about that part of yourself. They want you to cherish that part. They want you to be kind with yourself. Look how they're looking. Look how she's looking at the pentacles and how she's looking at the cup. They want you to look at yourself that way. I'm just gonna show them to you more closely. Oops, I'm making a mess. But I have adoration in my mind. So they want you to look at yourself with adoration. They want you to look at yourself with love and appreciation. Oops, sorry, maybe that was loud. But what else? Do you have any other advice for Pile 3 Spirit? Yeah, be a gentle soul with yourself. You've been through enough. That's what I'm hearing. We have the 9 of Swords, but in reverse. Yeah, they don't want you to worry, Pile 3. No, they want you to be at peace. They want you to have peace of mind. They're telling you that there's nothing to worry about. And if you don't believe that that's the case, if you don't feel like right now it's not, they definitely want you to know that it will get better. Like soon you will realize that there's nothing else you can worry about. It will be okay. You will not be alone. We have the 10 of Swords, but again in reverse. They only want the best for you. They really want to get you out of this state. A lot of you could be suffering right now, especially mentally. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Doing something you love could be something they want you to focus on. Maybe going back into, if you were an art kid, maybe going back into doing art could be something that could help. Especially for what's the term? Especially if you're dealing with your emotion or going back into trying to learn what the emotion is, which especially if you forgot about it, if you're not used of dealing with your emotion, then drawing or doing any sort of art could help you deal with that, and could help you being able to name them and to expressing them. Okay, so now I'm gonna use the dice. Normally I only use the small one, but today we're gonna use 2. So we're going to use the dice to see if we can get a timeline, maybe an idea of the time of when is this going to start for you. If your awakening is already started, then it could be another significant thing happening, but we'll see. So for the first one, we have the number, is it 9 or 6? I feel like it's 9. Yeah, the number 9 could be significant. Some of you are letting go of something. There are things that are disappearing from your life. The ninth house could be significant. This is the house of Sagittarius. You might be a Sagittarius, or someone significant around you is. The ninth house is associated with knowledge. I feel like a lot of you will learn, like I mentioned. There is this learning about yourself. This process, this awakening is mainly about yourself. So I'm not surprised to see Sagittarius energy here. The Sagittarius and the ninth house could also speak of religion, but you know, religious belief or beliefs in general. But I really see it as questioning things, questioning life, questioning beliefs, and I feel like it's showing you something that you're going to do next year. So it's really fitting that we have that now. It can also represent travel, and I did saw something about Greece and Egypt, so maybe some of you are traveling to these places or any other places in the world in 2024, and that could really impact your awakening or your life next year. But let's see the other dice. So we have the number 14. 1 plus 4 is 5, so 555 could be significant change. I'm so happy about 3. It's such a good news. Honestly, your whole reading is about transformation and about change. So be prepared for that, pile 3, because it's going to happen. Also, the 5th house is represented by Scorpio. And you know, Leo people... Oh, I said Scorpio. Oh my god, I wanted to say Leo. Maybe you are Scorpio, or you have a lot of Scorpios in your chart. But I really meant to say that the house of Leo, the 5th house is Leo. Sorry about that, pile 3. But you know how Leos are able to stand out and being proudly themselves. Yeah, it's you. That's what you need to do, pile 3. You need to step up into your best self and being proud and being happy and being content with it, not shying away from it. But it's funny I said Scorpio, because Scorpio is the 8th house, transformation, death, rebirth. It's your all reading again, so it's kind of fitting. But anyway, you don't have to have those placements. If you do, it's just a plus. It could be just a little confirmation for you. Pile 3, this is everything I have for you for your reading. I hope you resonate with this. I hope you liked it. If you did, please let me know in the comment section below if you feel comfortable to. Also, feel free to subscribe to never miss any reading I'm uploading. I post a new one every Saturday. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. This really helps my channel grow. I wish you all the best. I really want you to take care of yourself, to take your time if you need to. I know changes can be scary. Transformation like the one you're about to step in can be very, very scary. So if you need any help, please reach out to a friend or a family member or anyone you can. You're not alone. It's very important for you to know that, even if you feel that way in the darkest moment. Know that you're never alone. I just want that to be clear. And remember that it's going to be so much better. You're going through a huge confirmation, but you're going to be so happy. You're going to be so... Honestly, I just have this feeling I cannot stop smiling about. And I feel like that's how you're going to feel about life and about yourself. So pile 3, don't quit. Don't let go. And I mean about yourself. Like, I know it's scary. I know it can be scary, but you deserve it. And it really feels like this amount of transformation you're going through, it is really about not letting go of yourself. Like, really, like, finally meeting yourself for the first time and hugging this version of yourself and hugging yourself, basically. And I want you to have that. I want you to be happy. So I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.